Billy,
Eddie,
we are
the trick-or-treaters.
This week I wanted to talk with you about physical media and how my collecting has changed. Okay, I'll give you an example. The start of my physical media collecting was for Christmas, birthdays. I would ask for movies. Back then VHSs, but then it got to DVDs and Blu Rays. I would get them for Christmas, and I would get movies that at the time I really enjoyed, but they were movies I had just seen, so I had what they call the recency bias, where I really thought it was a great film. And then some of those films I went back and watched years later. Some of them like, oh yeah, this is so good, or why did I get this? Well, now I'm only trying to buy films that I really like, that are top level. And now it seems like too, when I go to a movie, it's still about what, 3 months, 4 months before a movie comes out on DVD, Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little quicker, depending on what it is. But I'll go back and really think about it instead of just seeing it in the store buying it. I'll think, did I really like this? Like when we saw the Driveway Dolls, it was good for a one-time laugh for me, but it wasn't one I needed for my collection.
Same here.
And
Driveway Dolls, don't know if I should do a review on it. It's when we saw them in theaters. Like we said, that's a one-time watch. The comedy is similar to, American Pie, that there is raunchy comedy, but it's not one that I'd want in my collection.
No. Oh, I have American Pie, all those. But
well,
I will say,
I'll give you an
example. When Eddie and I went to Slackers, well, I've been there with other people too, but I bought Nick and Noah's Infinite Playlist. It was on sale for like $1 or $2. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one's Michael Cera and what is her name? She was in Thor as the Jane's friend, the real funny one. Darcy, she played Darcy. I can't remember the actress's name.
I cannot remember her name.
But
yes, she's hilarious.
Those two together, and it's a movie about music and relationships and stuff. It's a romantic comedy. So what I'm getting at is, I bought that as a blind buy, thinking that looks good for $1 or $2. I'll give it a shot. And then there was 500 Days of Summer, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel, where you don't know what's real and what's not, because it goes through how he saw the relationship, or his fantasy of how the relationship went, and it's him reflecting back. And I did not enjoy the film. The whole time looking at my phone going, okay, when's this movie over so I can do other stuff? I watched it once. I'm going to give it away to friends. So what I do, I will buy movies. I will take a chance. If I like an actor, actress, or director.
I don't know if that's one of the ones you gave me or not.
No, you didn't want it. Or the plot, and then I will buy the film, and then if I don't enjoy it, I'll give it away, and I don't look at it as a major loss because it's a few bucks. But I've also had a few films where I've blind bought it for a few bucks, and I ended up really enjoying it. So have you had anything like that
happen? No, because most of my blind buys are highly recommended, or ones that I remember vaguely from very early childhood.
Mm-hmm.
My most recent one, and I might as well call it a blind buy, because I have not seen it since it was on VHS.
Oh, that's going back a ways.
Cutthroat Island. Released in 1995. So this movie's as old as I am.
And the cover, show them the covers. We'll have to review this eventually.
The sleeve on the steelbook is awesome.
It is, because it puts the patch on there and everything.
But first of all, it stars Gina Davis.
She's a great actress.
Yes, she is. I loved her in Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But I remember vaguely, okay, it's a pirate movie.
Is it rated ARG?
Haha. Actually, it's PG-13.
Okay, no ARG then. Why is the rum always gone?
Because the metagaming ghost drank it.
She's an alcoholic. So yeah,
metagaming, if you watch this, sorry, you're just too easy to poke fun at.
A safe blind buy to me, though, is if it's either an actor or actress I like the plot, or a friend recommends it, like Lost Boys.
That was not just one. That was me.
And hold on, Mallrats. Those two.
Metagaming Ghost and my mother. Who I love to, when I go into bookstores and all that, I love to tease her because she's like, I have no way to send you money. So I will just look what I found. And I had her on the phone. I'm like, Mom, help me. What? I gotta convince Billy to buy Lost Boys.
Oh, I thought that was your sister. I thought that was Meta.
It was both.
I don't remember your mom. I remember.
It was Mom said yes to, and then I called Jordan and like, should Billy buy Lost Boys? Yes.
I bought the 4K pre-owned, and it plays perfectly. It's really fun. Eddie and I actually are thinking about
That is
watching
one we're
that
going to
to
have to
review.
review because I love that movie.
And I won't say anything, but one of my favorite lines in there, I'll tell you when we do the review because it's still fresh in my mind. But so yeah, recency bias is a thing. Sometimes I will see a film and I'll think that was great, but then 6 months later, I'm like, when I rewatch it a year later, I'll go, why did I like that so much? And it could be that you just were in the mood for that type of film that day. But when it comes to film collecting, I would say go for the stuff you really want first, and then after you get that, then you can start saying, like I told you, I think one day we were talking, and I said in my head I'll sort of look at if I like an actor, actress, right there, it's about 40% safe buy. Then if the plot's good, the synopsis, that's another safe that goes to like 60%. So once I get to like 70-ish% confidence that it's going to be decent, I'll go ahead and buy it. But then if it's like under 50 and I'm like, ooh, I don't like the cast, the plot sounds interesting, but I don't know anybody in the cast, I'm more leery on buying it.
A lot of a lot of my collection, when you may consider them cheesy, why do you have that? It's purely because when it comes to sets, I'm a bit of a completionist. I hunted down the remake for Nightmare on Elm Street. And if you're a fan of the original films, you know how much that the fan base hates the remake. But yeah, I was able to pick it up for $5 in a double pack, so I have 2 copies of the original.
That's the nice thing. You don't have to apologize because it's your collection. Actually, I'm looking at your shelf and I want to see the Page Master. I remember watching that one. I've always heard that it's good. I don't know what it's about, but
Macaulay Culkin.
I knew he was in it, but I just wasn't sure what the premise was.
Goes into a library during a storm to wait out the storm. And he ends up getting pulled into like fantasy stories and all that.
We'll have to watch that.
Leonard Nimoy is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
We're definitely watching that sometime.
Whoopi Goldberg is the voice of a book called Fantasy.
You don't have to say anymore.
It is awesome.
There was one on Netflix called Night Books that was similar to that. They even paid homage to Lost Boys in that.
Christopher Lloyd is in it too as the librarian.
Okay, you've sold me 100 times on this film already. I want to buy it now. But that's the thing is
that's what we'll do.
Don't overspend your budget. And
I have that problem.
I would rather see
I have that problem.
Have 100 films you really like than just doing what some people do. They go online and buy a big lot of films and just say, oh, I have a lot of movies. Now, the only time I would do that, if it was really cheap, I would buy it, but I would only keep the stuff I like, and I would offer the doubles to my friends. Like, I would come over to you first, say, hey, Eddie, I've got 300 movies here. Take what you want. You take what you want, and then we keep going on, and then I would give away the rest. But yeah, I don't care about numbers. I care about quality. I care about the quality of the film. So my collection, there are a few that I liked as a kid that I probably won't watch as much as an adult. Or there are some that got in, like my parents had. We got my great grandpa both the same John Wayne collection. Now I'm gonna watch some before I just give them away because I want to see what he liked. See if I can get into westerns a little bit maybe because only like an hour each. There's like 20 films on there. But yeah, when it comes to collecting, I would say get the stuff you really like. Get the format you want. There's nothing wrong with DVD. There's nothing wrong with Blu Ray. There's nothing wrong with 4K. 4K is more expensive. But
this
to me,
is 4K, but it's all Walmart had. Luckily, it includes a normal Blu Ray.
I like to get the 4K plus Blu Ray because say something happened to my Xbox and I couldn't play 4K anymore. At least I have the Blu Ray copy. I bought Jurassic Park online really cheap on 4K, but didn't realize it was only 4K. It didn't actually have the Blu-ray too. That's why it was so cheap. No special features because it is 4K.
My Jurassic World collection is all 6 films, but it's both Blu-ray and DVD.
See, he's smart because when I would buy films, I would want them as soon as the day they came out on DVD. I went to buy them. I'd call Walmart up and say, "Hey, what time's your film coming out? 5 in the morning. What editions do you have? We have the regular, we have the extended, and we have the Fan Ultimate Edition. It's like $10 more." So I would be there at 5 in the morning when they would put out the films, and I would buy it. Great memory, sneaking out at 5 in the morning with my grandparents. They were still asleep. Go back, come home quietly, pretend I was still asleep, pretend I was asleep in order to. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten in trouble. I was like 16 at the time, but it just felt kind of wrong sneaking off at Walmart 5 in the morning, watching them put it on the shelves, and then going in and picking out the additional. That's why now when you and I go to Walmart, there's a lot of times we'll be there at 11 a.m. They're like, yeah, it'll be 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So it won't be. And every Walmart's different. Some of them get it done in the morning. Ours gets it done more in the evening hours, I would say, like probably like 3 or 4 at the latest.
But when Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out, when it finally released physical, there was already talk of Dominion, which is the sixth one. So I'm like, okay, we already know there's going to be another one, and they're saying this is going to be the final one. All wait and buy all six at once. Granted, the box, that set cost me like $50, but it was worth it.
And you're able to get it all in one format.
I put off buying them, yes.
It's like Supernatural. I was buying a couple of the single seasons when they had only released like the first 3 or 4 seasons. So I didn't, the box sets come later. So I'm starting to learn with certain things. Yes, you can buy them a season at a time like I did with Charmed. But if it's a series you can wait for to own, then you can always go ahead and wait for the collection. Because that Supernatural art you have, which you've shown the viewers before, is one of my favorite arts on the boxes.
Oh, yes. And what I love is sometimes the box art changes depending on the edition.
Like Blu Ray or DVD.
Exactly. But the box set art for that stayed the same.
Which is great.
Now, this is currently what I'm watching right now, Medium. First started airing in 2005.
Okay.
Granted, I was like 10 when it first started airing, and it was one my mother would watch. But I was of that age, I just wanted to play my video games. I couldn't really watch it. When my mom found it, my mom bought it or had it given to her, one of the two, I don't remember. But she's like, hey, let's start. I'm like, I don't really remember that. I remember vaguely, but I don't remember too much about it. She was able to find, I don't know where I watched it streaming at. But I sat down and watched the pilot again. And I'm like, okay, I enjoy this. So I had to order the complete series from Walmart because they didn't have it in the store. It stars Patricia Arquette.
93 hours and 42 minutes, so it's a longer series.
Yeah, we only go about 2 or 3 episodes a night, though.
See, this is why I like having other movie friends, collector friends, because you get exposed to new things. There are some films I would have never seen if I wouldn't have hung out with you, and vice versa. So we introduce each other to new films.
Especially some of the newest stuff, because as we've said before, I love old stuff. I'm more into the older.
I'm starting to get the taste, like after we watched the last one, The Monster Squad, which you can check out that video on we just did recently. I'm getting in Lost Boys. I'm starting to like. I mean, I've already liked some of the older films, but the '80s had some really good movies. Really good movies.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Goonies.
I've never seen Goonies. Did somebody watch that?
Gremlins. I actually need to get Goonies for my collection, but I would like a nice copy of it.
When did The Sandlot come out? And Little Rascals, that '90s?
I think that may be '90s.
Yeah, '80s and '90s both though had the shows and the movies.
Oh yeah.
Now you can hardly find anything on TV, on cable. Like there's so many reruns and reality shows. And I prefer the sitcoms.
And a lot of those reruns is what led me to some of my TV shows. And a lot of them first aired when I was 9, 10. Charmed, Ghostbusters,
Buffy.
Medium.
And I need to buy the Buffy.
Bones,
That's my next buy, guys. For shows, my next show, besides the seasons of the stuff I'm missing, because I'm like, Eddie, I want to complete my shows, is going to be Buffy. Because certain shows they haven't made box sets yet for, or I started buying them before the box set was a thing, so now I'm too close to completing the collection.
Looking just quick glance through my show collection, what I'm missing, season 2 of Stranger Things. They never released anything past that.
I'm thinking they're going to do a box after season 5.
I am hoping they do.
I'm hoping it comes in the Creel house, like where you open the haunted house, and it has all of the seasons.
I need season 3 of Chucky when it gets released on disc. Oh, and newest addition to one of my newest additions to my.
Oh yeah, you can buy my shiny metal.
To my complete series collection. Futurama. I love this show.
Now, is that Blu Ray or is that DVD?
This is DVD.
I love the art on it.
Nice box art. My only issue is they do have them in individual boxes, but they're like cardboard sleeves, so you slide the discs out.
I love the art on the covers too. By the way, if you like Futurama, Disenchantment series on Netflix, but the same makers of Futurama, same art and everything, just different characters. Bender is actually the same voice actor who plays King Zod, and his daughter is an alcoholic that is the princess but doesn't want to be a ruler, and her best friend is a demon and an elf.
So yeah,
very good series.
I mean, we've got a wide selection of movies and TV shows.
Honestly, if him and I, let's hypothetically say all jobs are shut down, and you didn't have to pay bills anymore, and you still got free food or whatever, and all we have is entertainment from movies and shows. If we like all got together and moved in together and put our collection together, we would have years of entertainment to get through everything. Like we could watch one movie a day and then do the shows. We would be old by the time we got through it, I think. Well, maybe not old, but it would take us years. Even if we watched one movie a day, you're talking at least
See, when it comes
2-3 years.
one movie a day, because my collection alone would take nearly 2 years.
Mine would take over a year, yeah. It'd be like a year and a half, almost 2. So, well, no, because it's 360. Yeah, so it would take over a year. I'll say like a year and a couple months.
One of the next movies on my bio list, I want to get the new Godzilla Kong.
Me too.
But this one's not been released physically yet. The first Omen, because I do have the others and I want to complete the set.
I've got, so yeah, you have your wish list.
I noticed you have a bit, but you're not into horror too much.
No, I am. I like horror, but I'm more selective on horror. I've actually been getting more horror lately than.
My horror collection is mainly 80s slasher.
My wish list right now: Violent Night.
I've heard that's a good one.
Scream 6 Steelbook, because that's cool looking. Peanut Butter Falcon, about a special need, a guy with autism. It's a really feel good movie. Shia LaBeouf's come back.
Alright.
Maxine's coming out in theaters soon. The third.
I haven't seen the other two.
Harry Potter Dark Arts Collection.
You get that.
I'm going for the Steelbook collection.
I'm gonna have to come over and watch it.
On my watch list, I already have them. I don't have the old ones. All of the Batman, the 4 Tim Burton directed and produced ones, and the Dark Knight trilogy for 110 4K.
4K.
Yeah, that's for all of them.
I've got those same film Blu Ray.
And just for the artwork, and because Loki's in this, Crimson Peak. I just love the art. Del Toro's.
I've heard that's a good one.
Homeward Bound, and the both of those.
Oh sure, just make me sad now.
Ready or Not with Samara Weaving. It's like hide and seek, but it was the brothers that did Scream.
And the Gryffindor Harry Potter set.
Frank and Weenie.
Good movie.
That's one I haven't seen. And then
One
Eddie's Lunchbox, Human Organ for Transplant. Gotta bring Scream 5. I already have it, but I want this. I want the 4K one because he has the art's cool.
Filmmaker wise, one guy we have in common, we absolutely love his work, is Tim Burton.
There's the 4K collection, the first 3 Screams.
Ooh.
It comes with Blu Ray plus 4K. And then the poster, of course, for Scream 6.
Yeah.
We love Burton. Dragon 8, or How to Train Your Dragon 4K. And I want this Wednesday Light. It changes colors. But yeah, so basically, in Hacksaw Ridge, I have a wish list. The Shreks. I have the first 2, Quantum Mania. So I have quite a few.
If I was to actually make my wish list physical, not just in my head, it would never end because I'd be constantly adding.
I started a notebook of movies that I want, and I started writing them, and then I double check it, and I put a check marker across off once I get it. So, but I've been doing it slowly.
But the amount I see commercials, or I'll be watching something and I'll think of another movie because of an actor or something, and it's like, oh, another one for the wish list.
I haven't been buying any. I've been trying to buy films I've already seen. That way, I don't have more on the watch list because I've been slowly. My next one on the list is Ed Wood.
Out of the stuff I've got that I haven't gotten around to watching yet, Kung Fu Panda 4. I recently bought.
You have all of them, right?
Yes, and I'm going to watch the other 3 because it's been years.
We may need to watch the whole series together. That'd be fun.
Yes, I am nearly 30 years old and I still enjoy DreamWorks.
That's fine. Oh, DreamWorks is fantastic. They're on another level. I like them as much as I like Pixar. I like both of those.
Oh, see, we're not just adult movies. We love some of the children's
Actually,
stuff too.
now that you're saying that, when we go to B-Stock next time, I need to go to the children's section because there's a lot of movies that I want that I forget about in there. They have like shows and movies that are like kids friendly. By the way, another movie I want to watch that Eddie owns here is Elvira. You've been talking about it for a while.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yes.
And then of course we got to go through the Chucky series. Guys,
the issue with the Chucky series is yes, you have the 7 movies. Yes, I have the remake, but it doesn't, timeline wise, it doesn't fit in. But after the movies, the TV show picks up. And that's why I have season 3 when they release it, because that's when I've been watching on peak as they drop, is Chucky, because I've been following it since the beginning because I love Chucky's always been one of my favorites. Mainly because he's short like me.
hey, you're about as tall as Chucky, aren't you?
Ha. Not that short. I'm just a little over 5 foot.
I've seen the the nice Chucky's at Spencer's, and I've seen like the evil ones. I didn't get it. I wish I would have now because it was cheap. They had a candy bowl.
Chucky's always evil, but I imagine Stitches and all that.
No, they have one where he looks like a good kid, like a nice guy.
Yeah, that's the first 3 before he gets chopped up. At the end of part 3 and then stitched back together at the beginning of Bride of Chucky.
I love that one. But they had a candy bowl where it's Chucky holding the candy bowl. He doesn't move or anything, but it's just like him holding a candy bowl. It's kind of intimidating looking.
Yes.
But I actually have one. It's a scarecrow, and it jumps whenever you reach for the candy.
I've seen one with a hand. When you reach into the bowl and the hand comes down.
So, back to the movie collecting. We do get off topic a little bit. Wait until September. We are going to have a lot of spooky season stuff. There's one movie, there's no saying this, neither one of us gets to change it. Eddie and I have a movie. We're going to go get food. We have a movie we have to see in theaters that we have to watch. It comes out September 9th. Beetlejuice. And that is one. Okay, I will tell you really quick here the movies I'm excited for this year. Twisters. I need to go back and watch the original.
I want to, but at the same time, how long has it been since the first Twister?
Oh, years.
Exactly.
But it's going to be great. Some of the old cast are coming back. Some new.
Hoping. But there's been times where it's been years and they make a sequel and it's like, what? In other cases, Tron Legacy, love it, where the sequel was made 20 years later and it works great.
From my understanding from the trailer...
Twister was what, 95, 96?
So
it's been nearly 30 years.
From the trailer, the technology they were trying to do, what they were trying to do in one, is being taken to the next level. They've had years to develop it.
They're upgrading Dorothy.
Yes, if I believe so, that's the premise. They're trying to get into a Twister, but they get more than they bargained for, according to the trailer. I think it becomes a double, maybe.
Do we have cows?
I don't know. Twisters, Deadpool, Wolverine.
I still need to see Deadpool 2, to be honest.
I have that. We can watch both of those before we see the new one. We'll review that for the channel as well.
Where's Francis?
Nosferatu.
I will show you the original. It's in my 50 horror film box over there. It's one of those. I bought this 50 horror film box because it includes the original Nosferatu, Night of the Living Dead, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Phantom of the Opera. I mean, it's got some good films, but they're just sort of like thrown in there. So my goal is to go through that box, and the ones I know off the top of my head right now, the ones I just named, and get better copies of them. But it's having those just in case I want to watch them, because some of those you can't find streaming. So even if it is a really lousy copy, just to have it is nice.
Yes. All right, guys, really quick here. I am going to go through the movies. What's today's date? This is what,
I think it's the 13th.
13. So tomorrow, Inside Out 2 comes out. But I'm gonna name movies I think will be good.
Okay.
The stupid ad thing.
If it's just us, yes. If say someone was joining us, say for some reason we were going with one of our other friends with his kids, I could see watching Inside Out 2. I don't think that'd be one I want to go watch by myself.
No, I usually go with. I'll go by myself, but I usually go with friends. And this also lists the Netflix stuff. But we're gonna go through some that I'm excited for, and you can give your comments what you think of it.
Okay.
If it's something you would see or not. Okay.
Shoot.
Let's shoot here. Okay, a 2-part Western, Horizon and American Saga. It's gonna be 2 parts with Kevin Costner, and it's like a tough guy kind of thing. But it's a.
I'm not one for westerns normally. Normally, Blazing Saddles is an exception. That movie is hilarious.
July 5th, we have Maxine. That is the finale to Pearl X and the Maxine.
I still need to see the others too.
It looks good. Descendants: The Rise of Red, Disney Plus. My buddy Jack and I are into that.
I've got Disney Plus as well. We can watch that because I actually did enjoy the Descendants movie.
Yes. July 19th, Twisters. I plan on seeing that with Adam.
Well,
July 26th, Deadpool 3.
My birthday's on the 22nd.
Nice. Definitely going to have to go. Borderlands, August 9th. It's not the video game.
I was about to say, I have not played the game.
It's a comedy, action. There's also some sad moments. Alien Romulus, I would have to see the rest of the aliens. But
they're all over there along with the Predators on Blu Ray.
August 16th, Horizon and American Saga Chapter 2. So it's close together. End of June and in August.
Which means the films are probably already completely filmed. They're just spreading out.
One movie I don't want to go see, and the actor himself said he doesn't even like the ending, that is The Crow. That comes out August 23rd, the remake.
Okay.
They should have said it's a different character in the same universe. A different
Agreed,
Crow.
but I say we give it a one-time watch. So we can judge it. I mean,
Excuse me, by the way, September 6th is Beetlejuice, not 9. It's 9/6. Yeah, September 6th, Beetlejuice.
I'll admit I'm being... With the new Crow, we are being a little judgmental.
The trailer doesn't look good.
I'll be honest, I've not seen the trailer.
There were a couple of things that looked okay.
But loving the original film, the first one, which, yes, I know. I love. Brandon Lee, if he had survived, if it wasn't for that accident.
He would have played the Joker. Could you imagine him as Joker?
Oh, God. Instead of who? You're talking like during the 89? Or...
No, because The Crow was in the early 90s, like in the 90s. 90 what? So it would have been like early 2000. Like he would have picked up other projects. I'm thinking he could have played Joker eventually.
Next incarnation of Joker was like Heath Ledger. I mean, I think he could have done a take on the character. It wouldn't have been what we got.
It would have been before Dark Knight. They probably would have done another film. You know what I mean? Like they might have done.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it a shot. The trailer, yes, it's modernized. There are some things I liked. I will say in the trailer it does show one scene where the guy's trying to kill him and he shoots himself with a shotgun, and since he heals, it goes through him. So I thought that was kind of badass. But them getting suffocated by plastic bags instead of what happened in the original, to me, takes away from like.
So it's, from what you know, are they following the same storyline?
But they changed it to make it more modern.
Okay.
I'll show you the trailer after the video. How about that? We'll watch the trailer on here.
Okay.
We'll watch the trailer before we comment any further. How about that?
Agreed. Question. Just leave your answers down in the comments. How do you feel when the movie gets remade and they modernize it?
Depends on the film.
When they bring the setting forward in time.
It depends on the film. Hocus Pocus 2, okay, it was watchable.
Somebody is blowing my phone. No, that is a sequel. I mean a remake.
I'm trying to think of remakes I even enjoy. There are not too many.
My apologies.
Okay, September 6th, Beetlejuice. I obviously don't have to say much about
Andrew
that.
is blowing my phone up.
Okay, so Beetlejuice. I don't have to say too much because I'm a big fan of them. I'm highly looking forward to that.
I apologize.
September 13th, Speak No Evil, starring James McAvoy, where he plays a psychotic man.
He's done that before.
This looks great. I've never seen it, but this looks great.
Neither have I, but
It's a remake, or is it a sequel, Speak No Evil? Because there was a See No Evil, I know.
it could, I mean, for all we know, it could have nothing to do with
But
it.
he plays this charming guy, and they invite this family over, and he says he's a doctor, but then as they try to leave, their son does not talk. And summons maybe some sort of evil spirit. I can't quite tell based on the trailer, but it looks interesting. It's one I want to check out.
Okay. I'm a little bit of a brain fart, but one remake I can't think of to put my question. Friday the 13th. When they did the remake, they had it set 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I'm not one for remakes, but it worked. But it doesn't always work when they try and bring something forward in time. Because the original setting, it made sense.
You could do it in the same style, but in a different way, and that's okay. Oh, Fright Night. I really like the remake of that.
That's another one they brought forward in time, didn't they? It's not set in the 80s.
I don't recall, but I think it is modernized. But it still was the same type of feel to it. It was interesting.
It was alright. The original was awesome.
October 4th, the new Joker. I haven't seen the first one.
It's the new Joker is a bit of a long one. I think it's like 2.5 to 3 hours, or at least it felt like that.
October 25th, we're getting 2 movies: Wolfman and Venom: The Last Dance. The final Venom.
I've got the other Venoms, and I've seen the trailer for that one. You say Wolfman?
Wolfman.
Is that one word or two, and is it the?
No, just Wolfman. 2 words.
I didn't know we were getting another Wolfman.
I'm not sure what it is.
Last one of those we got.
November 22nd, Gladiator 2.
Dude, how have I not heard about some of these?
Because they haven't had trailers yet, surely.
Gladiator is awesome. Alright, yes, I mentioned Alien. I love Ridley Scott. He's another one of my favorite directors, right along with Stanley Kubrick and James Cameron. Ridley Scott is the guy that made the Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Wow. So you were looking forward to Gladiator 2?
If we can live up to it.
November 27th, Wicked Part 1, that's one I want to see.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's basically Wicked, if you're unfamiliar, is the story of the Wizard of Oz from the Wicked Witch of the West.
My understanding is it's based off both the book and the play and takes the and tries to do both. And then the same day, December 13th, Kraven the Hunter.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
And The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim comes out December 13th as well.
I swear I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan at all. I did not spend, I don't know how much money to make sure I had every bit of special features I could. With the exception of that one bonus disc, which the only way to get it is to buy what they call the Ultimate Collector's Edition. It's a 31 disc set, and 30 of those discs are the movies. It's got like one disc of special features. I'm quite happy with my set over there that has my appendixes and all that on it.
Alright, we're getting to the end. December 20th, Mufasa the Lion King.
I've heard about that.
And Sonic the Hedgehog 3, same day.
It's Keanu Reeves shining on that, right?
Yes. I need to see the second one.
So do I.
I'd say we both watch both.
I mean, I've got Paramount Plus.
And then the last one, December 25th, Nosferatu.
How to spend Christmas? I gotta work. Sorry, I work at one of the few places that is open on Christmas.
Nosferatu 2024 will be.
So that may have to be like
Director Robert Eggers. Bill Skarsgård stars in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Nicholas Hoult.
Ooh. They're quite a cast.
Yes, it does. And there's very little info about it as of now. Okay, it's got Aaron Taylor Johns as Frederick Harding. It's got Bill Skarsgård as the Count Orlok. It's got Nicholas Hoult as Thomas Hutter. Ralph Ineson as Dr. Wilhelm. Emma Corrin as Anna Harding. William Dafoe as Professor Alvin Eberhard. Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hutter. Simon McBurney as Knock. Stacey Boone as the head nurse. Paul Maynard as Doc Hand. And then whoever else is going to be in. But yeah. A gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and a terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake.
The thing with Nosferatu is it's a version of Dracula. Nosferatu is usually another name for a vampire. But it was not approved by the Stoker estate, who wrote the original. Bram Stoker wrote the original novel. So, they had to change stuff. So I'm thinking that Dafoe is the Van Helsing character.
Could be.
And if that is the case, awesome.
That would be really cool to see.
I'm so used to seeing him sort of play weird characters. The Green Goblin. Let's see what else was he in. I'm drawing a blank on him now.
William Dafoe? He's going to be Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah. And I
haven't watched a lot of this stuff, to be honest.
In the Netflix movie Death Note, the live-action movie, he's Ryuk.
Yeah, and he did good with that.
Oh, he's a wonderful
Even though
actor.
people don't like that film, it still has some highlights.
And I even said that to one of my friends, one of my coworkers, who likes it, who loves the original anime and all that. I'm like, even if the movie itself was not good compared to the source material, you can't deny that Willem Dafoe did a great Ryuk.
Well, that's the thing. Even in movies I collect, some people may not enjoy it, but there's a reason why I like them. There are movies that may not be considered great. Okay, Mars Attacks. I think it's a great movie, but I went in with, I'm not going to take this serious. I'm going to look at it more as like a comedy / alien film, and I enjoyed the hell out of it because I thought it was just a fun film.
Yes.
A lot of people they told me, don't waste your time. That movie's stupid. It's not good.
The problem is they don't understand us. The stupid stuff like that is what we.
You had a young Jack Black as a soldier, not as the first time I've seen him in a somewhat serious character. But it was a very fun film. Sometimes you have to be able, because I asked my friend, he said Madam Web was bad. I said, okay, would I enjoy it as one of those movies that's so bad it's good, or as a comedy, like a parody of a superhero? He goes, no, because I try to view bad movies from a different perspective to see if I can enjoy it as a comedy. Dragon Wars, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. My cousin told me it was bad. My friends said they went to the theater. I didn't go because we had like finals to do the next day, so I didn't want to be out late. They watched it. They said they got ripped out of $20 because of the popcorn and the tickets. So, anyways, I watched it on Sci-Fi with my cousin. He told me as it was going to start, he goes, "Okay, view this as a comedy and you will love it. But if you look at it as a serious sci-fi movie, so I like when people will tell me, take it with a different vision. Look at it as a comedy."
Cut through that one. And I'm honestly, I know I've mentioned it, but I was surprised it got a 4K Steelbook release. Because when it was released, back in 1995, the studio that made it filed for bankruptcy before the movie was released.
Really?
And it was a box office bomb. The movie didn't make even part of the money back they spent to make it. But it's one of those, if you just enjoy a good old action pirating movie, it is awesome. Frank Langella's the bad guy. So, and we're part of a group on Facebook for all this collecting we do. But I even put that on my newest edition, and yes, I know it was a box office bomb. And someone's like, if you enjoy it, so doesn't matter.
There are films that
I commented, I'm like, no, I was just stating that I find it surprising that not all movies get these Steelbook 4K treatment. Some, like Cutthroat Island, is a bomb, and others don't get one at all. Or if they do, it's a limited release, and I hate it when they do it.
Well, because it costs more to produce that kind of stuff.
So agreed.
But there are a lot of films that I have that are cheesy or corny, but I was in that type. When I watch that movie, I can sit down and go, oh, there's one called F the Prom, where the whole premise of the movie is that these kids get bullied and picked on, so they decide to ruin the prom because the little one thing they can do to get revenge is to destroy the prom. Ruin one bad day for 4 years of their life being destroyed. So it's kind of a fun movie that not everyone would enjoy, but I like it because it is that sort of. It is, but it's definitely one of those like you have to be in the right mood for it. It wasn't well received. That's like Mallrats. It, like you said, it found its audience later.
A lot of movies do that, where they find the audience on home video or cable, depending on the time period.
In fact, when we do your collection video, I want when we go through, I want to see which films you have that kind of found its audience later. I'm sure you have a lot that actually.
Obviously, I know we said this in the Monster Squad video, but that one itself didn't find its audience until cable and the VHS, and it took them like 20 years to do a DVD.
Because it blew up.
Okay,
it took 20. A while to blow up.
The DVD was released for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah, so not every movie gets a physical release. Actually, I was telling you this. By the way, we are going to segue a little bit here into streaming. I was telling you my opinion was streaming movies and shows should be a 1 year exclusive and they should be a fair game. They should be a DVD release. After 1 year of the release, you have 1 year to say, hey, we have this exclusive. I think they should come out. At least the good stuff. Like Fear Street, by now, you would think they would have done a trilogy movie.
Do it on the like used on the streaming service if it does well enough.
Hate the Wing Saga. I would buy, which you haven't seen, it's on Amazon. My buddy showed me, because he has Amazon. It is totally killer. That's the one where the girl goes back in the 80s to stop a killer and meets her mom when she's young. And it's a very cheesy, like, slasher, but it's good. It's not cheesy in a bad way. It's cheesy as in really, huh?
Changing the timeline.
Yes, but I think there are a lot of films that are streaming only that Disney has started doing this. They realized you might even need them. It's like collector's steel books are like $40. The Moon Knight, I think, was like $40 or $45 for the.
40 is what they've been charging because I bought Loki and WandaVision from my cousin and her husband for Christmas, and they were $40.
The 40. And I think I saw WandaVision today for 45, so mine went up. They only have one copy left though. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. If you're gonna collect, get the stuff you like. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Get the stuff you like, and then the stuff that you're kind of on the fence about and you take a blind buy, go ahead and do that when it's on sale, or you are at the point where you've seen everything you really enjoy, so you decide, I still want to get a few more films, and you can start taking the gambles a little but I wouldn't spend $40 in a blind buy.
So how long would you say you've been collecting?
Probably. When did Revenge of the Sith come out?
05?
05? So yeah, I would have been probably like middle school, junior high-ish when I started getting them as like gifts. And it was a very small, like, I only had a few movies. And it slowly grew. I didn't buy them that often.
I don't think when did you start buying them?
When did I start buying them?
Because getting them as gifts and all that, yes, it can be counted towards collecting, but when did you make the decision to spend some of your disposable income on movies?
Well, see, back then I didn't really have a lot of disposable income. But I want to say I started getting gift cards from like Best Buy and stuff, and that's when I decided, hey, I'm going to spend this on movies and games. But I can't tell you an exact date because it's been a while.
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm very new.
But I would say college is definitely when I started buying a few more, and then when I moved in with Quinn, when I got out of college and had more time with my other job, I really started upping it. But most of my purchases have come in the last 3 years because of going to places like V-Stock or antique shops where you can pick up. Like I told him, I found a sealed Star Wars 1 through 6 with bonus disc. I think it was brand new for like $30 in an antique shop. Never been touched. So but I would say, if I were to say, I started getting into film collecting more in high school because I was going to theaters a lot, but I wasn't buying films. And I was using like birthday money and stuff to buy films in high school, but it was only one here, one there, or a series I really enjoyed. Now I'm starting to try to finish some TV series, and I told you, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One of my friends showed me the pilot. I'm like, I'm hooked. I got to buy the rest of the series.
That's like I said, that's how I was.
Because to me, when I think of the charm time, Buffy's right in there too. Those are like the top two, I would say, from when I never watched and ordered. I didn't even know about most of this back then. Because I grew up more on like X-Files, as you need to get that series, Hercules, Xena, that kind of stuff. Stargate, Atlantis.
I've seen it, but I've not seen the shows.
Show was good. My dad used to watch that. I was into like Ghost Hunter stuff. But yeah, what about you with collecting? I know you've always watched films. When did you start buying your own films? I know you've really increased recently.
2014, right after when I graduated from high school, I was helping some people out there in the summer, and at the time I was living with my aunt, so I didn't have bills and all that to worry about, and this money I got from helping out was pretty much pocket money. So that went towards building my collection. Obviously, if my aunt needed help with something and I was able to, yes. But once I moved out on my own, and I actually had a job where I was racking in hundreds of dollars a month after those were taken care of. The rest of it goes into movies, pretty much.
So I have other stuff I do, so I kind of split. I would say Wednesday stuff.
Well,
But let me ask you this. Here's a hypothetical for you. Let's say you had a deal, all your bills, all your groceries for 1 year, all the money you made was just to spend on whatever you want. What would your movie collection look like?
I would need you to take me to V-Stock.
You probably have to have another room
Just
to set up more films because you're already getting pretty tight quartered on space. Although
I don't know, I can move this one down. I just gotta watch it with the
see,
cable.
that's the thing as collectors. We can always find room for just one more film.
Oh no, it's not the. In my case, it's one more bookcase.
Yeah, it's always. Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
And the issue is the way
bookcase.
the apartment is laid out, and this is not on me, but design of the apartment is where they put the internet hookup.
But I definitely can see a few places where you can get more. But yeah, as a collector, I can always say, yeah, that shelf's full, but I can squeeze one more in here.
When we hit restock and all that, I was able to pick up 9 of the 10 original Star Treks for less than $5 to $10 a pop. Some of them were like 6, but they were cheap, and they were the 2-disc collector's edition version. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And they did not have the 9th one, Insurrection. They at least not the 2-disc. See, so I used one of my online shops that my mom actually introduced me to thrift books, and I ordered it. Got it in. As soon as I got it here, I put it in to make sure it played. And now I just got to get the Chris Pine Kelvin timeline.
I just need one more. I need Into Darkness. I keep thinking I have that, so I don't buy it, and I get home and realize, wait a minute, I have Beyond. I don't have the Sharks.
How do you have those on format?
One, I know it's broken up. We have one's DVD, one's Blu Ray.
And there's a trilogy I'm gonna buy. It's all three of them.
But I will say this, guys. When I was a kid, Best Buy and FYE were your places, but they didn't have the sales like now. Like him and I were at we were at a mall, and they had an FYE. I got Boy Meets World, the first 4 seasons for only $5 each brand new. They didn't have deals like that as much back then. So you can get films now cheaper, which is incredible. So if I would have had the money, like just from say birthdays, let's say I got $20, I could have went into a place like B-Stock, and let's say I saved for like a year, birthday money, Christmas money. Let's say I had $100. I could have had a heyday back in the 90s. Let's just say hypothetically, it might be more, but let's just say I kept $100. That was I kept $100, and I went in and bought films. I could have got a lot. Back then, I was buying seasons like Charmed. It was like $15 to $20 per season, or maybe more. Now you can go and get a box set for like $70, $80 and get like 8 seasons.
I don't remember what I paid for my complete series set. The thing is, there's a special edition complete series that looks like the book.
I've seen that one online, and I'm tempted.
It's like expensive.
But the thing is that I've decided I'm not going to be buying other formats like I originally thought because it's so costly, and DVD is good enough for me. I don't need
TV show wise, DVD is fine.
Now, I will say, if Halloween Town ever comes out if they ever come out with a Disney Channel original films Halloween movies, and the Halloween Towns are in there, and it's like Steelbook, I'm buying that baby. Or a Blu Ray upgrade.
Multiple films, yeah.
Like, let's say they came out with the Halloween, all 4 of them on Blu Ray, or a Steelbook collection, I'm buying that. I don't care that I already have the DVDs, because that's one of my favorites. If it's a favorite, like The Crow, I bought the 30th anniversary.
I just got the normal Blu Ray.
Which
is
good.
I had that before.
I have the DVD, so I wanted the 4K. I still need to watch that, by the way, because it comes with special features and also. But I'll keep the DVD because there is an interview with Brandon Lee that is on the DVD that's not on the collection. So for the anniversary, it's like an exclusive interview right before he passed.
I'll have to check the Blu Ray.
It might be on there, but I have the DVD, and on the DVD there's an interview where he talks about like the mindset he got in and how he related to this character and what the movie's about, and it shows you. He would have had big projects after. In fact, we'll probably do a Crow review eventually next week. I haven't watched it in a while, and we can watch the 4K. And I also need to show you Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, because that one will go along with Trick or Treat with the 2 anthology films in.
Yes.
Collecting in general, don't overdo it. Stick to your budget. Buy movies when you can. Get the ones you like. Don't overdo it, though.
Yeah, see, I have to monitor myself every time. Like, I want that. And I'll be like, hold up, and I'll go into my app, and I'll have to go check my bank account.
Right.
It's like, yes, I have it, but that means I'm going to spend the next week pretty much broke. You know what? It's worth it.
I will sometimes wait. I need to get better, though, about watching the, what's it called? Like the list of when... Like Blu-ray.com that tells you when they're coming out. That way I can start pre-ordering online. Because like the Dune Steelbook sold out before it ever went to stores.
The one I got today, the Superman and Lois Season 3, I had it saved in my cart for a month. But I'm like, okay, maybe my moment will get it in person. And
yes.
I want to go.
Well, guys, we've been talking for about an hour now, so I'm sure
we can talk for hours on this.
On movies and stuff. But thanks for coming to the channel. This week was just some sort of us talking about movies and stuff. And like I said, streaming has a place, but I do wish more of the good streaming movies. And I hate it like with, Emily in Paris, Stranger Things, both of them. Emily in Paris came out with season 1 on DVD, never came out with 2 or 3. So I wish they would either not do it and wait till the whole series is done, or continue with the single season releases. Because Wednesday, that will be one I will get really frustrated if they don't come out for the second season on DVD or Blu-ray.
Well, how long did we have to wait for season 1?
It wasn't too bad. It could be years sometimes. It was less than a year. But that was a high demand. It sold out online.
No, they released that one on Steelbook.
I've heard maybe a rumor about a 4K copy. I'd buy that right away.
Yes.
I'd probably pre-order that because there are times I'll go, I won't pre-order that. I'll wait until it comes out and I can see it in front of me to make sure it doesn't have damage. But then I end up not being able to get it because it sells out. So yeah, guys, take care and do something awesome, and if you do, please comment on the channel what you did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do this as a hobby, so
Yeah, if you shoot an arrow into the air and try to play chicken with,
I do not recommend playing arrow roulette.
do it with a Nerf bow and arrow. That way, it's not actually gonna hurt you. Or
Basically, if you don't understand what arrow roulette is,
you watch
fire
grown-ups.
yeah, you fire an arrow in the air, and the last person to move wins.
Ah, my foot.
Hence, grown-ups think
Don't Ricky Bobby it. Don't you put that knife in you? And they had to put a second knife in to get it out.
Yeah. That's when I've got to watch again. I watch Talladega.
Well, we have things to do. No, people to see, things to do. Oh no, people to do, things to see.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Never mind. We have cake to eat, and things to see, and people to wear. No, help me out here. This is getting worse. We have escalators to ride, and we do respect them. We'll only go up them once, and we'll make sure our shoes are tied.
We feel and respect
Like
the
that
escalator.
escalator. All right, if you got that reference, 5 points to your favorite house.
Mine personally is Slytherin.
Okay, 10 to Gryffindor because they always be Slytherin. All right, guys, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Stay weird.